Hi. Welcome to our very first episode of Healthy Wisdom Series with Dr. Jen Chen, a show dedicated to supporting women and those around them in choosing to live a life grounded in love and inspired by the possibilities. Each week, you'll hear a range of topics such as real life struggles, real life successes, tips to support you on this journey we call life, and ideas to kickstart new habits to get you back on track. Today's episode is where it all begins. I call it the wisdom of life and what it has taught me about health. We don't know what health is unless we know what being sick means. Now, I'll begin by sharing a personal story. 25 years ago, I suffered from migraines that left me incapable of getting out of bed. The attacks began as mild pain one day a week to gradually becoming 3 to 4 full days of uncontrolled vomiting and vertigo each time that I sat up from my bed. I blacked out so many times I lost track of time. This struggle lasted 3 years. Pain medications had stopped working. Chinese medicine had stopped working. I really didn't have much to turn to. So at the age of 18, halfway through the first term of my undergrad year, I was devastated. My grades were so bad I lost my scholarship, and my dreams of becoming a pediatrician were shattered. My life was in shambles, and I fell into a deep depression. Being in this predicament, I had but 2 choices. 1, to live with this chronic pain and be depressed for the rest of my life, or whatever was left of it. And 2, I could take control of this, whatever this is, and get my life back on track. Clearly, you all know which choice I'd made because I am here today, 25 years later, sharing this story with you. Living a life free of pain, and I live my life full of joy and love and health now. But I owe this life to my dear brother David, who was a chiropractic student at the time. Thank you so much, my brother. I'm forever grateful. It was he who introduced me to the profession that had saved me from my life sentence. Now let me describe a little bit about what my first adjustment was like. I remember it as it was like yesterday. It was like my first adjustment was like a reboot to my whole system. It was the weirdest feeling ever because, previous to this, I had no idea what chiropractic was. As soon as I got the adjustment, the brain fog cleared. And the blurry vision that I had all these years, it seemed like they were like curtains being lifted. And I was able to see clearly for the first time in a very long time. Chiropractic gave me the chance to actually feel normal again. I'd lost all the energy and that sense of normalcy over the years from the cycle of chronic pain that I was in. And from then on, each adjustment gave me the opportunity to function and feel better. I became more aware of the lifestyle choices I was making, the stressors that contributed to my pain and my discomfort, and I started, addressing all the things that could and should and would and could have been actually influencing, how I was, getting into and out of the cycle of pain. And then I started making better choices to actually help support myself during that time. It definitely was a process because healing does take time. It's not an overnight cure. But I am so blessed to get a second chance at life. So much so that I decided to become a chiropractor. Oh my God, I'm on a mission, everybody. My mission is to empower all of you, all of those people around you who might be suffering or have suffered, from chronic pain. And I want to give you and them a few tips on how to get started on the path to regaining your health and their health. It might sound cliche, but if I can do it, so can you. But please keep in mind that this is a journey and not a one-size-fits-all solution. I've started this podcast to help you do the work and walk with you on this path because I want you to know that you are not alone. So let's get you started. Now, number 1, you must make a commitment to change no matter what. I say a commitment to change no matter what because a lot of us give up as soon as it becomes difficult or as soon as the first relapse happens. But you must remember to be determined to see things through because at the end of the day, the light at the end of the tunnel will come through. Number 2, identify your pain and the stressors in your life. That's something I learned after I got my adjustment and after I was able to actually regain some of the energies so that I could actually think clearly. Now, to get you started, I have a list that I have compiled over the years that you can download and access from my Facebook page. So please stay tuned and I will give you the sources. Number 3, you must get a chiropractor on your team if you can, because chiropractors are trained to work with you in a holistic manner, and they can help you get to the root and find the origins of your pain. Last but not least, I am so grateful. Gratitude is so important in all of our lives. Each day I wake up, I give thanks for the opportunity to be alive for another day. I mean, remember back in the day, I would wake up, I would vomit, I would be dizzy, and literally I would pass out. And that's literally, what my days were like. But now I can wake up and be healthy and actually go and make a change in other people's lives. We often forget what a gift it is to have another day that you can be with your loved ones and contribute to this world. I am so thankful that my being sick all those years has brought me to today, because if it wasn't for that, I would have never had a chance to discover what chiropractic was. And I would not have lived to be married to a wonderful husband, to be a mother of 2 amazing boys. And I could not have imagined that now I get to help thousands of people get healthy and happier through my work as a chiropractor and speaker. I hope these 4 steps help you get started on your journey to health. And I thank you for listening today. If you like this episode, please subscribe and share with anyone and everyone you think could benefit from this. Please feel free to leave comments or any feedback that you may have so we can actually make this an interactive platform for positive exchanges. I look forward to sharing even more on our next episode. My motto has been and has always will be, your health first, all else follows. Thank you very much.